Being born different is everyone's wish except for Kasirye Peter, who regrets the day he was born this way after all the bullying he has gone through over the years. Because of his appearance, Kasiryes says people have called him over 40 abusive names, among them chimpanzee, monkey, and baboon. He even at one time quit school after his fellow pupils bullied him, and Kasiryes' story is just one among the many that go unreported due to a number of reasons. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dennis Duke Wonyala. I promised you that I'll be moving to different places as I get inspirational stories. Today I have my friend here, Professor 1010. He's one that has gone through a series of challenges, but he's stood with God and worked all through, right from primary, secondary, and now university, and he's here to share with us his story. So please listen through as you get inspired. 33-year-old Kasirye Peter, commonly known by his stage name Professor 1010, is a comedian, actor, and entrepreneur. He was born normally, like any other child, in Buloba, Wakiso District in Uganda. As a baby, Professor 1010 had to be vaccinated against the deadly polio disease that was so rampant across the globe, but most importantly Africa, where Uganda is located. Since immunization is the best recommended protection against polio for all infants, children and adults, Kasiryes' parents had no choice but to take it. Unfortunately, things didn't turn out well for Professor 1010. He claims immunization caused him a lot of problems, the worst being stunted growth and disability.
I was not born like this. By the time in 1988, immunization, as by now, it is a must to immunize someone. I was like 4 months, then they took me to immunize me. Then the result was this one.
Professor 1010's claims and accusations have unfortunately and widely been considered true by medics, as there have been a number of people with similar claims. However, Professor 1010 counts himself lucky, even with the side effects, because many children during his time died instead.
I call myself lucky because my father told me many children who were immunized by that time died. I call myself lucky, that is. Okay. But they told me I have TB, I have asthma, I don't know. But every time I get cough, I try to treat it.
His parents tried everything they could to find a solution, but all was in vain. Growing up like this was a challenge for Professor 1010. He was oftentimes called abusive names by his peers at school, a thing that almost made him quit school.
One day I went to school. I was in P4. Everyone was looking at me. I said, what? They started showing some things I don't know. They started calling me names. When it reached me here, I ran out of the school. People showed it. And I knew what I said. Only God knows. I have to study by force, if they want or they don't want.
Born in a family of 10 people, Professor 1010 is the only child that got this condition, and on the contrary, though his family was so supportive, a thing that kept him going.
They loved me. They cared for me. Many times I lived at home. I lived with them. I associated with them. Maybe one time I looked at my brothers, they were discussing about me, which I did not know. I did not care. You know, I talk less. If you talk at me, I don't care. I go. I move on.
This made Professor 1010 persevere through all the challenges he faced while in school. He attended buloba parents for his primary, Old Kampala and Nakasero SS for his secondary education, and later joined Mutesa I Royal University and graduated with a bachelor's in mass communication.
One day I was at school, someone told me, even if you study, you will not get the job. I get annoyed. I pick up my books, I went home. So next day I went back because what I did, I thought it was good. But studying is the only option which can help me to go up the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
After his graduation, Professor 1010, like any other Ugandan, tried to look for jobs in a country full of high youth unemployment, but all was in vain. It was even worse for him with disabilities, as no one believed he could work to their expectation.
Looking for jobs is very bad, because you can look for a job from day one. No one can tell you he or she is not going to give you the job. You use your transport, which can help you to do something else. I went to CBS several times. They make me lose my temper. I worked and I worked and I worked until I got tired.
After failing to secure a job, Professor 1010 then decided to try the entertainment industry, this time as a comedian.
I started comedy. There was a new group which started. First was a Marula family. They separated. Then a new group emerged. I joined. It was called Extra Touch. I joined the group. Nevigana naye. Which I thought I was going to get from there, just
But after some time, things did not go well with him. He quit all the groups he was in and went solo. He also ventured into acting and film production. He now has a popular YouTube channel under the name Professor 1010, where he uploads his skits.
Hey, hello, how are you? You are also going to swim. Hey, you see, I'm a good swimmer. Can I teach you how to swim? You see, I like teaching ladies to swim.
Having no permanent house of his own is something he says has hindered him from getting a life partner.
I would have been with her, but I did not have a house. I did not want to rent. You know, when I was studying, I was renting. I saw a very big challenge in renting. One time, our things were thrown out of the house, and I started looking at this. So I don't want to rent. I don't want to put someone's daughter in the renting house. That is why I don't have one.
In addition to not having a house, Professor 1010 has no means of transport and continues to struggle with life. This is one of the reasons he has called upon well-wishers to help contribute towards his needs. His dream is to go international, empower people of his like by creating jobs and making themselves better. Now that was the story of this amazing gentleman, Professor 1010. He's had quite, a number of challenges. He now needs your help. He has a YouTube channel, first of all, to start with, where you can go and subscribe, but also watch his skits. His YouTube channel is under the names Professor 1010, as in 10, the word 10, okay? Professor, then 1010, okay? 10 times 2, but in words, okay? He's also asking or seeking for financial assistance. First of all, he has a challenge. He can't walk well, first of all, but also he can't walk for long distances. That is one of the challenges. He has no car, he has nothing, to use for transportation, but also he's single. As he said, he has no fiancé because he has no house, he has no place or shelter, and therefore for him, if you would do him a service or favor and actually contribute towards his financial, problems, it would actually help him a lot. That's all we had for you today. My name is Dennis Duke Onyala. Until then, keep subscribing, keep watching. Have yourselves a great time.